Let me hit you with a question. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? Be honest. Could be the gym, could be the side hustle, it could be the tough conversation you've been dodging. See, it sounds harmless, responsible even. But here's the hard truth. Tomorrow is the most dangerous drug you've been sold. Welcome back to Hard Truths, the place where we crush excuses, break down psychological patterns, and rebuild the mindset you should be living in. So today, we're breaking down the lie of later, the science behind procrastination, and why every time you delay action, you're building a weaker version of yourself. So let's go deep. Let me get one thing straight. You're not going to feel ready. Stop waiting for that magical morning when you wake up and your energy is high, your motivation is full, and your fears are just gone. You see that moment? That's a damn myth. According to Dr. Timothy Pychyl, a leading researcher on procrastination from Carleton University, procrastination isn't a time management issue. It's an emotional regulation issue. We don't delay because we lack time. We delay because we want to avoid discomfort. We want to avoid uncertainty, risk, failure, shame. See, all the messy, emotional shit that comes with action. So what do? We push it to tomorrow. We pretend that the future us will be more courageous, more focused, and more disciplined. But let's be real. Future you, they aren't coming to save you. In fact, every time you say tomorrow, you're reinforcing the idea that now isn't good enough, that you aren't good enough, that something has to shift internally before you earn the right to move. And that's a straight up lie. You're training your brain to postpone discomfort, and in doing so, you're also postponing growth. See, every time you choose delay, you lose momentum. And you teach your nervous system that action equals danger. And that's how readiness becomes your cage. Every time you delay, you're sending a message to yourself saying, I don't follow through, and I don't do hard things. How about I can't be trusted with my own vision? And you see that message? It gets logged deep, not just emotionally, but neurologically. This is where neuroplasticity kicks in. Your brain reinforces every behavior you repeat. So if you consistently delay, your brain starts automating that behavior. See, delay becomes default. Postponing becomes personality. Until one day, you don't even believe your own plans anymore. You don't trust your own goals, and you don't respect your own promises. Not because you're incapable, but because you've conditioned yourself to expect inconsistency. And here's the heartbreaking part. You can dream big and still build an identity that plays too small to receive it. Because every delayed action chips away at the person you're supposed to become. That's not just about discipline. That's about who you are. And here's a wild one. Planning. You see, planning gives you a hit of dopamine. Just the idea of doing something productive tricks your brain into feeling accomplished. So when you write that list, you set that alarm. You buy the new planner. You say, I'll start Monday. And your brain rewards you for doing absolutely nothing. This is called anticipatory reward circuitry. See, your brain loves thinking about success almost as much as actually achieving it. So what happens? You get high off the vision, but never step into the mission. You become addicted to preparation and allergic to execution. But here's the truth. Dopamine without discipline is empty. You don't grow by setting intentions. You grow by taking the hit of discomfort and doing it anyways. So you want a different identity? You You want to feel like someone who's locked in, who's dangerous, who doesn't miss? Then stop planning like a champion and start acting like one. Let me get personal for a second. There were years I said, next month, I'll go all in. I'd outline content calendars, write goals in my notes app, watch YouTube videos on discipline. And I felt busy, but I wasn't doing shit. I was lying to myself because deep down, I didn't want to risk failing. It was easier to stay safe in the I'm planning phase. It was easier to say soon than to feel inadequate now. But that version of me, he wasn't growing. He was stalling. He was decorating the cage. The version of me who finally moved, he didn't feel ready either. He just got tired of the lie. He woke up one morning and realized the only way out is through, and the fear of wasting another year finally outweighed the fear of starting. And with that, I now own my own home, I have a family, I've moved out and moved on. I got a big boy job, and now I'm speaking here to you. Posting my phase all over the interwebs, one of my biggest fears. If I can do it, you can do it. See, in behavioral science, there's a concept called the activation energy. It's the energy required to start a behavior. The more emotionally charged the task is, the more resistance you feel. And that resistance is not weakness, it's biology. See, your brain's job is to keep you feeling safe. And safe equals familiar, which means change equals threat. But the moment you push past that initial resistance, momentum builds. See, Dr. B.J. Fogg, founder of the Stanford Behavior Design Lab, emphasized that tiny actions done consistently create lasting identity shifts. One small action done today rewires your brain more than 10 hours of planning, because action is how you vote for the person you're becoming. Your identity isn't built in your goals, it's built in your reps. So if you want to feel different, you need to move different. And here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, no more I'll start tomorrow. Whatever's been sitting on your soul, start it today, now. One rep, one message, one email, one truth. Do it scared. Do it messy. Just do it without motivation. Because action is the medicine, and procrastination is a drug that keeps you numb. Don't wait to feel worthy. Don't wait to feel prepared. Start. Let me leave you with this. You're not behind. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just waiting. But waiting is killing your momentum. And tomorrow is robbing you of the life you could already be living. So if you've been putting it off, this is your line in the sand. Not next week. Not after one more book. Not after the fear settles. Start today. Because the life you want doesn't need more thinking. It needs momentum. It needs movement. This is Hard Truths. Tag me at Danny Livin, DANNYLYVIN, and tell me, what are you finally starting today? Until next time, stop waiting, start building. Your future self deserves more than your excuses. Take care.